I win 80% of my business through partners, 20% direct. Try to think about asymmetric scale. If you can, have one meeting with a company that generates 5 deals, you're on the right path. If you're competing, you're losing, win or quit. Last night, raced 1 mile, was my best PR ever, 4 minutes, 38 seconds. And I wanted to go out there and win, but I wasn't good enough. And the lesson there was I wanted to quit halfway in. My brain was telling me to quit. And part of my brain turned on and said, don't fucking quit. You only have 2 more minutes of pain. And I really like this quote because I think with business, I think with life, I think with competition, you should focus on like trying to build your system so you can win. So I had this before taped up on the wall, and then I had this realization that I have this amazing glass desk so I could put it so I see it every single day underneath the desk. And when I'm sitting here working, I'm just constantly thinking about it. So I'm gonna tape it. I think I'm gonna tape it right here. But lesson there is like, I think we often like get to this point. We get to this point where we want to stop, we want to slow down. And it's okay. I mean, I think it's definitely, is this the right way? We get to points where we want to slow down and quit or take our foot off the gas. And that's like when you're really about to win. Like when you take your foot off the gas in a race, you lose. When you step on the gas, when you have the opportunity to pass someone or yourself, like if your perceived limits and expectations, that's when you're going to go even harder. And even like I'd say like 2 months ago, I ran my first 800 and I signed up for the 230 group. And I didn't realize that I was not in that pace group. Like I ran a 212. So the second I realized I could win it, like I took off and ran my own race and just did what I needed to do, not worried about the rest of the pack. And I'm finding like every single time I go to the track, I learn something new about life and business, and especially just competition with people around you. But like, I don't know any of these people, but I still go out there and run as if it's like the end of my, like the maximum that my body can put out there. Like I run like I'm gonna die. I'm running from my body's peak limit. So that's why I'm adding that here. The other one, and a client, not even a client, someone I talked with told me this on a call or texted it to me. I win 80% of my business through partners, 20% direct. Try to think about asymmetric scale. If you can have one meeting with a company that generates 5 deals, you're on the right path. If you want to scale your business without having it be, it's always gonna be hard. If you want it to be easier, you wanna do good work for one person so that they bring you 5 people. You wanna provide the best quality output so that they're telling their friends, they're telling their business partners, they're telling people they're doing deals with that they were so impressed by what you're doing. It drives you more traffic through referrals. And I've noticed even in the last year and a half, a good amount of my traffic comes from referrals. And even right now, a good amount of my traffic is coming from referrals. I do no cold outreach. I've never sent cold emails. I've never used a cold email campaign. And I'm getting like anywhere from like 3 to 15 leads a week. And a few of those are closing because I'm saying no to a lot now. Like my goal is to say no to more than I say yes to, because it's impossible for me to create the highest quality work and work with the people that align with what I can do well if I'm saying yes to everyone. And I really like this because you could build an insane business by providing a great service or even a product. You could provide your product to one person that loves it and they're gonna tell 1,000 people. Or you could provide your service to one person and they're gonna tell 50 people, and then you might close 5 of those and now you have 6 clients on retainer. So if you're gonna go for the volume, I'd say if you're gonna go for volume, you should go for like delivering the absolute peak you can, because that's gonna only compound and snowball into more opportunities. So I'm putting both of these under my desk. So every single day when I'm sitting here, these are the only 2 things that I constantly burn into my brain. Lost the tape. But I don't really have anything. It was just an idea, and I'm like actually trying to post more content on business and hate the word content, more value. Things that have helped me along the way. I mean, I'm dealing with right now like some really big clients that aren't easy to work with, and it's because like it's going back to the drawing board and having to change up things that we've done in the past to make it more complex or for more complex, difficult industries and material. I really can't find this tape. It's brutal. And the more complex that a client is, the longer it's going to take to produce. And I mean, essentially your goal, if you're working with something that's way more complex, is that you can charge way more. So things that are easier, anyone else can do, the value is worth less. But things that are harder to do, that not everyone can do, you get to kind of set the price. You get to kind of, if someone's willing to pay what you're willing to provide, then you basically you get to set the market rate. And by getting to set the market rate, you have leverage when more people come to you because they're being referred. So you can constantly set the market rate. You can constantly make the rate more. You can constantly charge as much as you want that people are willing to pay. And then you actually have more revenue, and then you can scale because you can hire better talent. And I think the ability to scale is only limited by how much you're willing to spend on hiring elite employees, because the best employees know their value and they're going to want more money. And especially like as you start getting into more complex topics and complex job roles, like those people are sought after from other companies because they're good at what they do. And even like I'm trying to hire one specific position right now, and I'm like looking at people at other companies trying to message them and steal them, but like not even steal them, get them to leave a job that's secure and come work for my company for more if it makes sense, because I see where the market can go and what I can do for certain people. It's just the only constraint is needing the best talent.